country singer.
Right. Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Give me the chair.
There's no way I'm going.
Yee!
Come here, boy. Huh? Thanks.
What's up, cutie? How you been, bro?
You said that shit in the chat. Almost left the whole Zoom call.
Wait, what happened?
We were in that freaking club sports meeting.
Yep.
And then, what'd you say?
I said I'm gonna miss you, cutie.
Yeah, because it was like a part where if you're leaving this after this semester, then say something in the chat or whatever. And then I said something, and Zach in the chat was like, at DJ, I'm gonna miss you, cutie. There's like 50, 60 people in there.
There was actually 74.
No, make it worse for me.
I would have said I'm about to kiss you something.
Bro, I joined the one for the new officers or whatever, and he goes, "Sup, Kyle?" And there's like 4 Kyles on my screen in the Zoom call. I was like, well, now I have to respond. So
meanwhile, I started like
Is it
flirting with
recording?
the cat. Yeah, it is. We're going, bro.
Oh man.
When you see it's gonna get cut off.
No, it's not. We're gonna start. That shit's all in there. What you mean?
This
No,
is
I
Google.
mean like it's gonna stop
it's
at
gonna
30
stop at 30 minutes
minutes
because that's how.
Oh yeah,
does
but
it, but
that's all good. We gotta keep on.
somebody's gotta notice that. All right.
All right, guys, welcome back to the CodCast. It's all the
Eagles
Blue
CodCast.
Boys. Eagles CodCast. Make DJ feel better.
Thank
Oh.
You're welcome. He's gonna be leaving soon.
Hey, get him out of here.
It's
Just kidding.
depressing.
We're gonna miss you, cutie.
All right, so new presidential over there, Mr. Presidente.
How you doing, guys? Unfortunately, I now run all the things here. They wanted me to do more work. I don't know why they gave the role to like the person who is the hardest to contact, but you know.
Just for like reference, we're obviously at the Nest today, so like you would think, playoffs coming up, we're at the Nest, we're gonna practice. We said in the chat we're gonna practice.
Yo, this pillow is about to irritate me, bro.
I'm saying, I don't like them either.
Oh man. Anyway, so we're supposed to be having practice. We put in the group chat that we're gonna have practice. Everybody brings their PCs except for Zach, who only brought the podcast equipment because he didn't know we were practicing.
That's my president.
I'll be on for practice. I just
You won't be
He
here.
just won't say anything
Yeah.
at any point ever.
Yikes. Alright, and then you're an officer now. What role do you
Treasurer.
have? Treasurer. Because isn't
Let's
there like
go.
a thing between you and Nick? I was trying to
Yeah,
figure
so we
That was
ran
the
elections.
secretary.
Zach was pretty much the unanimous president.
except for one
except
person who voted for himself.
Yeah, Nick. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got Teston from Eagles Cod Gold. He got voted VP.
High
And
key,
then
I
there was
voted for Benny.
Yeah, if I would have voted, I would have too. But
Only because, like, in my opinion, and like, Teston, if you watch this, I love you, brother, but I just think Benny, like, when I talked to him, he talks to me more about, like, what's going on.
yeah,
Teston doesn't really talk to me about it. But if he's down, dude, I'm here for whoever wants to be down.
I wanted
to help out.
and I wanted Teston and Benny to be on e-board. I wanted both of them. To be
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Nonetheless, it was a tie between Nick and Kyle for secretary and treasurer, so they both got voted in. So you're big treasurer now. I'm saying
Guess
big
so.
win.
That's what I'm saying.
Excited?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Low key,
some
we gotta do that budget proposal, and like on the budget, it should just be like buying COD for all the people. Like that's just gotta be included.
Yeah,
I don't want to
that would be
spend
nice.
$60 every year.
I hope,
Yep.
but this is your treasurer now.
Kyle,
I
make
got
it
you.
happen.
Listen, I gotta
Make
make
the
a budget.
meeting, President.
That's what I'm
Come
saying.
on.
You're gonna have an input in the budget.
I'm aware.
Hopefully, you're the president.
That's what I'm saying. This dude acts like it's all on me.
So I think
I
I'll
want
be
it.
staying next semester.
Yeah, we
instead
need
of
DJ to
graduating,
stick
so-
around. He's going for a master's at this point.
Yeah,
Let's
facts.
go.
We need to get Hannah to come get a master's. Make her come back. She can play on the team.
Yeah, I got some stuff to talk about like off podcast for like what we can do with some of our budget.
Yeah, let's just set the meeting up and we can talk about it, man.
I don't know why you expect me to do these things. It's like I'm president or something.
That's what I'm saying.
As you can see, you guys might have seen on our social media, we have chairs now. So
Woo!
that's an update. Finally,
Thank the Lord.
that's coming together pretty soon. We're gonna have LED lights in here.
Once Zach sets him up.
Yeah,
'cause
once Zach sets
he
him
had
up.
a certain way to do it, so me and Matt didn't
Can't
do
on
it,
Tuesday, yeah.
so we could wait for him.
I was gonna do it, and DJ was like, "Zach has something you want to do with it, so
And
you
he
can."
still forgot the power brick, bruh.
Oh.
And his PC.
Yep.
Well, there's a.
Sheesh. How much do we need? There's one here.
No, like, because those are USB. They're
Got you.
Okay.
which is kind of crazy.
And off from the distance, a face that cannot be seen. He's glad that I'm here. I'm glad you're here too, Josh.
So
Would you like to
CCL
watch
playoffs
that?
coming up.
You're
I fully expect some non-top 25 team to take a map off Ottawa due to hacks.
I fully expect to those same teams start cheating.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
No,
saying.
and then, but like not get caught though.
Oh yeah, well the problem is that the
They won't
CCL
get
made
caught
it very
until
clear
people-
that you have to like really prove it. Like even if you have evidence isn't enough. And so
That's
I fully
the
expect,
tricky part.
I've seen
Yeah.
quite a few threads about similar things like that on Twitter.
Yeah, like Double Clutch has had thread after thread, and they're just like,
Thread.
nope, there's
And
nothing
he's
on.
still going into playoffs. With,
Like I think honestly, like I think it was Noisy joked about having every team monitor cam against them, but if you're, I honestly think that they might have to do that just because like
I mean,
it's gonna happen.
then there was the whole issue with the CCL tournament where Fat Eddie had the
What
command
happened?
phone.
I
Also-
didn't play in
also
that.
Lou
So what
tournament,
happened?
right?
What happened with Lou's
Lou's
tournament?
tournament.
Okay, so what happened was people made claims that Eddie was hacking.
Yeah, Sheridan Eddie.
Yes, and so they, not Illini. Anyways, so they made him record like launching up the game and everything, and command prompt opened up.
I saw that. That was wild.
And there's a picture of it, and he was like, "Well, it's happening," and then he re-recorded it without it, popping up. But if you've purchased cheats or talked to anybody that's purchased cheats, like apparently that is what the
I saw
injector-
Cheeto said that's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a bunch of people that
That
said
is
that's
exactly what the
happened.
injector looks like. So, Lou, in the end, because like there was no logistic way to break it down, he gave the prize money to everybody but Eddie. So both teams that were in grand finals got some of the payout. But like, Eddie was like, "Well, I'm not hacking. Here's a video of me booting up the game without this happening." And they're like, "Well, monitor cam." And he was like, "Nah, I can't do that. My internet's not good enough." And he was like, "Well, use your phone." And he was like, "Nah, it's a work phone. I can't do that."
See, that's
Yeah, so he's
sketch,
hacking,
bro.
simple.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I feel like
saying.
I feel like he's
So
got
he was
it.
hacking.
Like that stuff's as fuck. And I saw somebody on Sheridan was like backing him up saying he's not hacking, but like that's really fucking.
I mean, but
sus.
that's his teammate, right? Like,
Yeah.
You're not just gonna be like, oh yeah, I knew he was hacking. Like,
Because
Because Eddie got a lot of
Definitely.
traction towards the beginning of the season because he was filthy. At least people
Exactly.
thought, but
I remember like because I mean I don't keep up with AMC and like a lot of everybody else
he
does,
teamed
but
with Trauma and Crooked.
yeah, I didn't really know him like that, and then I knew him because everybody in CCO was talking about how he was slaying kids. So
Yeah.
is fastball really coming to the CCL next year?
Supposedly.
And Gorgo Night. did you
Who's
see
he
that
playing
too?
for?
We
Who
don't
knows?
know.
He's gonna
Oh,
play
he hasn't-
wherever he can have the best internet and the best opportunity. So.
Yeah, and then what school is that? The Pally Boys school picked up a player too today.
It's that SIU
Yeah,
or something.
IU.
The Sweet. I just call him Sweet.
Who did they pick up?
They just put that they announced that they picked someone up and didn't say who it was. So then I responded and said it was me.
Oh.
I honestly think it's Gorgo Night.
It might be, but they were like, we're not gonna answer. And I said it was me, and then they sent like one of those question mark gifts back to me, and I was like, yeah, sorry, Twitter interaction's been slow this week. I need to get them up a little bit.
Come on now. Oh no, but I like seeing stuff like that.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it
that's
just,
all good stuff
just makes it more credible at the end of the day. So
for sure. And
anybody mad, then you're just not a competitor. So
I think
facts.
I hope our boys are. I hope our
Come
gold
on
team's
now.
putting work in the lab. I haven't seen them, but I mean,
I
well,
hope so,
should we
too.
talk about how they the whole TESPA thing that happened
Yeah.
recently?
yeah, dude, they lost to St. Clair.
Lost to St. Clair, and what happened between y'all and St. Clair?
We beat St. Clair to qualify for TESPA.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now both of our teams are out of the TESPA tournament, unfortunately. So that sucks. The
Yeah.
gold team definitely should have been top 6 bare minimum in that, but hey, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know, like, what has been going on. And I know that it's not, I don't know what's happening. I don't hear the comms or whatever. I know
Yeah, I don't
Benny wants it, but I don't know.
I know
what's happening.
Benny wants it. T is just naturally disgusting. T cannot care and still carry
Yeah,
you, so
right.
like that doesn't really count. So it's between
He
Cam and
just goes.
Testin, and I know Testin wants it too. So I don't know. Maybe it's just
Maybe it's just like
chemistry or-
a TESPA. I don't know, because like when they lost to UTK in TESPA,
yeah.
and then
UTK white?
like the
Was it
next
white?
at Peach,
Yeah,
it was
it
a
It was
mix.
like the
Peach.
mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the next day played their better UTK team and beat them 3-2. I mean, they should have beat them by more, but they still beat them 3-2. So I just like I don't know what's going on with them in terms of like not winning games they should be winning.
I
Yeah.
talked to Benny after the Peach match, and he was like, we underestimated them, and they just came out with,
Yeah.
the passion. And I talked to, I believe it was Crooked earlier in the year, and he was just like, yeah, there's a huge passion gap in this game. Like, teams that should not have a chance beating you, they just come out wanting it more map one, and they'll take the map. So, like, if you go in underestimating a team, you're gonna get smoked. until you like actually put in the work. And that's the issue with 4v4 COD is it's suddenly a teamwork thing again rather than a
Yeah.
slay fest
that's
spawn trap.
And that's what I think, like, that's what I worry about for our team, because, like, I mean, if we're being real, we haven't practiced all week. Like, it's been a week of no practice. And so, like, without a full practice, we played together on Monday. Me and Kyle were here and played League Play Bunch on Tuesday, but we haven't had, like, an actual team practice. And so, like, going into next week, like, if we don't start actually putting in some work, like, it's going to be an uphill fight, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because we play the winners of RMU and Mississippi State on Tuesday, and I mean they're S tier, you know, they're gonna be really good teams. But and then we have to get past them to get to actual playoffs. I don't know who we play. Apparently that bracket's up though, because somebody was saying.
Someone said that they saw who they play. I can't remember who said that though.
Yeah, I think it was Jack. I think Jack was talking about who
Okay,
he played.
yeah, I think you're right.
But I don't know. I haven't seen the bracket.
Yeah. Well, about the gold team, I think that point that you made about the passion, I think that's really it. Because you can't even say, like, well, it's TESPA, maybe they didn't care. And TESPA's prize pool is still crazy, too. You know?
Yeah, it's still like
So,
16K, right?
I believe something was
That's what
said in the
Benny
chat afterwards, and it was like, all good, it's just TESPA. And then Benny was like, it's
Yeah.
$16,000.
Yeah, Benny wasn't playing that.
Yeah, and
I mean, I have a
a
tendency to do that too, though. I'd just be like, oh, it's TESPA. But
Yeah.
Benny's
That's a lot
right
of
when
money.
he's like, yeah, Benny's right when he's like, nah, it's not just TESPA.
Especially for them, I feel like, because they have a chance to win.
Yeah,
They
Like,
have
yeah.
the talent.
Right, that's
They
what I'm
have
saying.
the
Like they
talent.
have like the talent to win. Like
Yeah.
honestly, against anyone, I feel like
Yeah,
if they can come to play, like
Against anyone, for real, for real.
that's what I'm saying.
My opinion of it is they just keep letting their ego get the better of them and don't take anybody seriously until it's too late.
Yeah. And like, because honestly, like, I mean, I said this last year too, but like, if they just put in the work and actually practiced and like put their head down and grinded it out, I feel like they'd be an extremely nasty team.
Yeah.
But when they don't, then like you allow teams that aren't as good skill wise but play together more to pick up on that slack.
It's just a feeling of, it's probably just complacency.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I don't know. I feel like if they got tested in the CCL more, that'll kind of resonate through TESPA just because they'll just resonate in no matter what match that they play.
I think that's the only part.
They kind of cruise
like,
through CCL, so they
yeah.
kind of think, you know, maybe I don't have to worry about TESPA that much. We didn't have to worry about CCL. Why worry about TESPA? But
In my personal experience, I remember something very similar happening with the original team when we went from World War II to Black Ops 4, particularly with CJ, who's just like, I mean, they couldn't touch it. They literally couldn't take a map off of us, and then we didn't take it seriously going into Black Ops 4, and then...
we also didn't really have a roster, though.
True, but
But he's still right. I remember the
That feeling of complacency was there, yeah.
Yeah, for
but-
sure. Like once we won Season 0, we definitely felt a little bit on a high horse, and we're like, we don't have to worry about these kids. We're the best.
Yeah.
And like that worked for us for like a map. Then-
it didn't even work for us for the first map. Like,
Yeah.
we played Liberty, like, very first map. I didn't have streaks on. I went on like a 13 in the back of a spawn,
yeah.
and we didn't get the hill, and then we lost the series 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that's got to be part of it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. That
Right.
made me sad. Both y'all being knocked out of TESPA, that hurt my soul a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely should not have happened.
But I mean, we still got CCL, and
That's what I'm looking
TESPA's
forward
nice
to.
for the money, but CCL is nice for the recognition.
Yeah,
so, like,
exactly. CCL's really where it's at. So this is where we got to tee up and get ready to play.
Tee up, y'all boys make playoffs, bro.
Yes, sir.
I know it's gonna
Those
happen.
teams are S tier though, but you know.
They are indeed.
I know.
But y'all in nasty year. So.
Actually, I haven't even seen Mississippi State's roster this year. RMU we played before, but Mississippi State. I
They
haven't
forfeit to us.
They forfeited.
Oh,
I feel like
that's
that-
right.
They forfeit
That's
because
right.
of
seen. Is that the same team?
yeah. It was because of the snow in Texas and
Is that what it
the
was?
South. That's when they forfeited. They said that they had power out, and we offered to reschedule because like we wanted to play it,
I do.
but they
remember
just
this
said
now.
no, we forfeit. So
Oh wait, was I playing there?
I think you were.
It was like the start
It
of
was
the season.
it was
That
at the,
might have
it was
been.
pretty early in the season, so you
Yeah.
might have been.
Yeah. Who do you guys think's gonna win this major?
Atlanta.
Days.
Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta for sure.
Let me stop that stuff. Falling.
That shit gonna fall again.
I'm never playing a fantasy draft again.
Oh, dude, I've
Listen.
gotten fried every fantasy. It's a wrap. I just can't.
4-1 for your boy.
No,
I mean-
Cram has been throwing for me when I need him to actually go huge. So.
I'm 3-2, but like,
Yeah, but I ain't 4-1. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I got one person who throws it every week by getting less than 25 points. Like, how do you do
yikes.
that?
All right, Crim got 40 for me, but
Sheesh.
I didn't get
Listen.
25.
I ended up with a pretty good roster, honestly.
I had
You got Guy Hugh. Come on.
I had
Sure.
That
dual
boy is filthy.
dual 26s last 2 weeks ago. I had a 16 last week, and I've got a 24 this week. But last week I only won because Kenny didn't play.
Oh, yeah. That definitely helps.
And he
Speaking
still
of
won by
Kenny.
1 point, right?
Yep, I won by 1 point.
How do y'all feel about the new 100T roster, bro? Because I like it.
Who's on it right now?
Huh?
Who's on it right now?
Draza, Kenny,
Venom.
Venom, and what's his name?
Draza, Kenny, Venom, and oh boy.
They dropped Slasher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is, like,
Siege.
Thank you.
my biggest thing about that, like, is, like, I keep hearing that people are still blaming Slasher for all the GAs, but, like, obviously not.
I still don't even really know the ins and outs.
I don't know how you can blame one person for the GAs, though.
Well,
like,
because back in the day, it was basically
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Slasher
How did
was-
that work?
Because, like, he basically just got all the pros together and said, this is what the rule set should be, and we're going to all play it.
Slasher World League.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Back in the CWL, like, there
See,
was...
I wasn't around the scene back
Yeah,
then,
yeah, yeah.
so I had no clue.
So that's why people say it's him, because, like, it was him for a while. But, like, he's been saying for a minute now that it's not him anymore.
Yeah.
And so, like, now that he's not on the team, like, it's obviously not him. Somebody else is making the decision. Is it true that a QBZ came out today, though? Because I saw Twitter was going a little crazy about a QBZ coming out.
They're still on old patch. Is that what you
Yeah.
mean? They're still
Maybe.
playing on old
They
patch
still-
until after this.
Right, they still are on the...
And so their control's still decided by kills. Like,
Got you. Okay.
They've been on-
Because people on Twitter were going wild when I was coming in here, talking about, they were like, why did I just see a QBZ? A BZ tweeted it. He said,
Really?
he was like, why did I just see a QBZ?
I'm pretty sure his tweet was the troll because everybody else
Oh, maybe.
outside the
yeah.
scene was wondering why.
Because I
And-
thought they'd been using QBZ, right?
Illy
Yeah.
used it
They
on
used
their
it from
first
stage
match
two.
of the stage.
That's what I thought.
They used it all through stage 2, and then after this major, they're switching back, or they're going to the new patch.
Gotcha.
Got you.
Because that's how they did the last one, too. Like, they had old P4 for Crossroads.
Yeah, because all that GA crap,
Even
like,
after it came
it
out.
wouldn't make sense for them to just swap to a whole new meta.
Right, for
They're
the
only
major.
about to play this major, like,
Right.
it wouldn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Dude, one of the weird things that happened since the last podcast I was in is we scrimmed against West Virginia University. And
The
these kids-
alphabet
yeah,
people?
yeah. They refused to play APOC against us.
And Garrison.
They refused to play you?
No, like the map.
Matt.
The
Oh!
They refused to play Apocalypse.
Bro, they ended up reaching out and they were like, apologize for not playing it or whatever. But
Their
to
reasoning, though.
But yeah, to me, the reason why they didn't want to play it is because they
'Cause
said
they
they
don't know
never
it.
play. They start auto veto and they never play it, so they're not good at it. So they didn't think it would give us good practice. And I think that's just the worst excuse.
We
to
still
not.
need it. Like, it's not
Yeah.
our auto veto. Like, we played them on our auto
Checkmate,
veto,
yeah.
which is checkmate.
I got body
Everybody
bag.
knows my, I don't care.
Yeah,
you can know my auto veto. I'm not playing.
we're not
checkmate.
playing checkmate, so.
It's not happening.
Yeah, we're still scrimming because there's
Yeah,
no
yeah, we
reason.
still
It's just-
scrim it
yeah.
There's
because
no reason not to.
Exactly.
Well, my thing is just like it's just a respect thing, right? Like I don't care. Every COD I've played, you always scrim all the hard points, even your veto, because the other team's not gonna have the same veto as you. So
You would just, if you're like the host of that scrim or whatever, you'd probably just save your veto to the last
Yeah,
one and
yeah.
just hope that they dip out before you have to play.
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Other than if you just play it,
unless you guys both have the same veto and you guys talk about it beforehand or something, then like it is what it is. But we asked to play APOC and they told us
said,
no.
We said, can we play Apocalypse? And they said no.
And I was like, wow, that is wild. They said the garrison control thing was like a coincidence because
It
they had
was just
someone who had to
timing.
leave or something
Yeah.
because it was the last map. but-
Beforehand, like in the scrim, when we were trying to find it, because you guys had the IM match at
Yeah.
7 or whatever it was,
which is another joke, but
I was messaging them and I was like, 5:30. I asked for the 5:30 scrim time. They messaged me at like 4:30 and was like, can we play at 5? And I was like, I'm taking this test right now. As soon as I get done, we can be down to scrim. We finished up the test. Everybody got on for scrims. We started playing it. And they're like, yeah, we only have an hour and a half. So
yeah. And I feel that.
I didn't even know that, though, but yeah.
I think you did tell us that. I feel like I remember that.
Gotcha.
But I still, the bigger thing to me was we asked to play Apocalypse because that's a map that we actually like need to practice on.
I
we
like
Like,
like
that.
that. We're good at that.
Yeah,
I'm a
like
fan
I
of
want
that
to
map.
play it and I
That's
want to
a
get
good
better
map.
at it. Yeah,
It's so fun.
And so
That
like
map is fun to play.
to actually say no, like I can understand being like trying to slick it. Like even that I find a little scummy. But if you're just trying to slick and be like, oh, we forgot it or whatever, then that is what it is. But if the other team asks you and you still say no, like to me that's just
Yeah.
Weird.
that's weird.
weird.
That's weird.
And they after we beat them on stream, one of them went in the chat, like the
Oh,
CCL
yeah.
chat, and was like,
Who
talking
was it?
smack.
It
was
he
Phantom,
did
man.
apologize. He
It
did
was Phantom.
apologize to me. It is Phantom.
Dude, but I played 8s with Phantom,
Yeah,
and
now we played
I
eights,
actually
like-
liked the guy,
Yeah,
so like,
you
I didn't, like I actually liked him. I
But he
didn't
did go
expect
into
to,
chat
honestly.
and say that.
Listen,
He's
if
so
I
mad.
lose on mainstream, map 5, round 11, I'm gonna be mad.
Fair enough.
No, that's fair. But he said that. What the fuck?
Huh?
My fault. Hang on.
Finish throwing pillow fight. Let's get it.
Oh my god.
It came off, all right.
Oh, I forgot there was a pillow at the top.
Yo, my arms
Oh
are
my
short,
God.
guys.
But yeah, he went into chat and said
Forget what he said.
he said something like we're playing against kids that want to play on a 2008 map
yeah,
or something like that.
something like that.
But they're the ones that picked
But
the
they
map.
picked Express. Yeah.
2012. Thank you very much.
And they picked the map. Like, we didn't want to play Express, dude.
Yeah, we don't even
I'm
know.
glad y'all did, because I knew y'all were gonna win the Express.
Nah, bro. When we got Express,
Thanks
we
to
thought
Zach,
we were gonna
dude.
Yeah, we thought we were
Thanks
gonna
to Zach, we
No.
won the Express.
Honestly, we only won that because that kid played for his life for
That too.
literally 4 rounds.
That too, and Zach had this, like, the
The
plays.
one strat.
The
Yeah.
one strat.
Found it in Money 8s literally 4 hours beforehand.
Yes, sir.
But there's literally oh shit, Toronto Ultra just won. They popped off. Anyway, they won the map.
So I think
That was
Yeah,
the-
3-1.
That was 3-1 then.
Yeah, 3-1.
Because they were up 2-1.
Oh shit, is that the game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, they popped off. They were hype. Sheesh. I had to put that in the podcast.
They were
I
in
don't
winners,
like
though,
OPTIC
right?
no more, bro.
Huh? Whoa. Who?
Really?
I don't.
Why?
Just because the team doesn't have any passion. I mean, I know Dashy. That's why. I don't like Dashy, bro.
That's fair. I didn't really like him. I liked him in Black Ops 4. I didn't really like him after
He was
that.
my favorite player in Black Ops 4.
I think, dude, honestly, I wish we still had snipers in S&D. That shit was just like watching World War II when John used to try to snipe in S&D.
No, watching Dashy stream in Black Ops 3, and he just like sniped 1,000 bots. I used to love doing that.
Right,
bro.
to me, it's just like, that was so, like, I don't know. I miss snipers in S&D.
I never played like a competitive with snipers, but like I feel like in this game, snipers you don't get flinch if you get shot.
You don't.
Yeah.
So it's like you could get shot but you still shoot the same spot.
And
Like,
also, there's like.
so there's no way to counter it because smokes are broken in G8, so there's literally no way
Yeah.
to.
So there's
Counter
no flinch, and you get heavy aim assist through the sniper. So the only way to counter that would be a smoke, but you can one-way the smoke, so nobody wants to deal with that. So if you GA the smokes, you got to GA the snipers.
Yeah, I just think, like, I just wish we had it without aim assist. Because, like, I feel like the aim assist in Black Ops 4 was not strong with a sniper. It was there, but it wasn't strong.
It definitely was.
And I feel like if they just went back to that, like, we could have snipers in the
I
They
think
copy
snipers
pasted
should.
a lot.
I
They
think
should've
snipers
just-
should have flinch too.
And-
If you get
Oh,
shot
yeah,
with a
yeah,
sniper, you
definitely,
should
definitely
flinch.
should have flinch.
And
but-
before Black Ops 4, there wasn't aim assist at all.
Yeah, I was because World
Black
War
Ops
II
3 had none, right?
Black
Yeah.
Ops 3 had none. World War 2 definitely. Oof. I love sniping in that game.
World
World
War
War
2
2 had
was-
all the aim assists.
Did it?
Yeah, I remember
All the
sniping.
aim assists.
I remember
So did
sniping.
IW though. It was kind of minimal, but IW did too. It was just Black Ops 3 that didn't. And Black Ops 4 had minimal aim assists.
Are you guys, like, looking forward to Vanguard? I know we talked about it a little bit last podcast.
Is that the new wars? The new World War 2?
Yeah, the one that's going to come out, yeah.
I saw an article that said it's supposed to be terrible.
I
I've
think I
seen that,
saw
I've
that
seen that.
article.
I have no I have no idea
to
the
me,
credibility.
that is
and stuff,
hilarious.
but,
So they're
like-
just like, yo, just ahead of time, like this con.
right. Like I don't know how they
could
could know or whatever, but
And, like,
that's all I saw
They're
about it.
suspecting, like, they're already planning for a lower sale.
Yeah, I
Like-
did see that.
But, like, to me, if they think it's going to be terrible, they're probably talking to a casual audience.
Right,
And
I
that
agree.
probably means it's hype.
Because
instead for
IW,
us.
like, okay, so I didn't play comp, and I hated IW,
Same.
and then I went
Oh.
back, but then I went back and played IW8 after World War II.
It was so fun.
It was so much fun. I was like, dang, I wish I'd played this game. This game was a blast.
I-
But I literally, like, I remember, because that was the same year that I think Black Ops, or Battlefield 1 came out. I think. One of the Battlefields came out at the same time as IW, and it was when they, like, disliked the hell out of the IW video. It was, like, the most disliked
Yeah.
video. And then, so I was like, I'm getting Battlefield. I got Battlefield, and I played it for, like, a month, and I was like, alright, it's a Battlefield game. It's not, like, great. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
And then I bought IW specifically for the COD 4 Remastered and just played that for the entire year.
MWR was amazing too.
Yeah, I mean, I had a blast with that, but that's because, like, COD 4 is the game I started on, so, like, to
Yeah.
me, it was just, like, it was fun to play because of how it was. But, yeah, like, I would play maybe 3 games of IW, and I was like, yeah, this sucks, as, like, a public casual game. But then, after World War II season, I went back and played it, and it was, like, one of the best games, so it was so much fun.
IW, I only played pubs back then, but that's the game that made me quit COD. So
I
Yeah.
don't blame you.
Like
You only
I played
it
pubs
makes
for
sense.
all of COD until IW, but then I bought that game, played it for like the first few weeks, and I was like, yeah, like this isn't fun.
It was terrible.
I don't know who I was talking to, but somebody was saying like a good game would be AW, but only to the side and not going up. AW movement, but you can't go straight up. You can only do like the side.
I only wouldn't like that because that's kind of OD strafing. I feel like the jumping up kind of counters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
because the jump up
moving
was
left
slow.
and right.
Like it was like a quick boop, but then you were slow everywhere else. Like you could
Yeah.
ground pound or you could like
Yeah.
dash a little bit.
If
but,
you
like,
boost it, you made yourself an easier target unless you got the jump on somebody. No pun intended.
Got you.
Like that's why AW's movement was probably like, in theory, is probably my favorite because the movement kind of made you a bigger target if you didn't have good movement.
Yeah.
The other games, it's just like you use movement as an escape.
That's what I liked about. That's what I like about when we played World War II versus like the games we play now. Is like World War II, there was no movement mechanic to get into a fight. Like all the movement was to get away from the fight. Like if you were trying to go around a corner, you could dolphin dive around the corner. If you wanted to go past a doorway, you could dolphin dive past the doorway or whatever. But it wasn't like today where you're literally sliding into a fight. Like now, like all the movement is used offensively, and I just feel like that's cheap. Like you're always going to get some camera advantage or some peeker's advantage, like some garbage from that, rather than having to like actually peek with a teammate and do it properly.
And the servers don't even promote that.
Right.
If they had higher tick servers, maybe it'd make more sense. But if servers are crap, and then you play on Call of Duty's terrible servers anyway, and then you just get cambered the whole time.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Overall, I'm just not a fan of any COD that has a sliding movement.
Nah, me neither.
I don't like the sliding either.
No. I really want to go back.
I was really hoping Cold War before it got released that it was not going to have a sliding mechanic. I was hoping for a dolphin dive because all the older CODs had a dolphin dive mechanic.
Yeah, because Black Ops 4 was the first Treyarch game with the slide, I think. And then,
No, Black Ops 3 of course.
But yeah, Black Ops 3 did have a slide. Yeah, but it was like the wall running.
It was like the
type
edge slide.
Yeah.
The G slide.
That shit
Yeah, I
was
did
fun.
not like BO3's movement.
I love BO3's movement.
I like
I didn't
it
play
as a pub player.
competitively, so yeah.
Just
as a pub
because it
player
was similar
fun.
to AW to where when you boost in the air, it's kind of like that gradual.
Yeah.
It's not just like you just. So I don't
It was too floaty for me. Like it felt fake.
I didn't play enough of it like competitively. I only played casually, so like to me it was fun. But
know.
like,
I only play S&D and Black Ops 3.
I just don't. I know for a fact we couldn't play that game today. Every game would be G8. You're not letting the M8 last.
Yeah, no
Jesus.
which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
M8's definitely G8 today.
Yeah, like there's literally no way we're playing with an M8. There were so many guns. Like I was going back and like thinking about all the guns that we've used in past CODs. Like we're just so, like the competitive scene's so soft right now that they would GA like every gun basically that we've used in recent memory.
Knowing Black Ops 3 or like people now, they'll probably be using the KN or some crap
Yeah.
in Black Ops 3.
It was,
Man of War's going, the M8's going, the XR2's going,
yeah.
all that stuff.
No VMP or CUDA to be seen. You can't touch the Pharaoh because it's a burst weapon and it's inconsistent whether or not you're going to get one tapped or not. So what's that leave?
Yeah.
Like a Vesper? The Vesper that they had to nerf to hell because it shot too fast and had no recoil?
Yeah.
Until you put the freaking, that scope on it, and then it has 0 recoil. I love Black Ops. Black Ops 3 was just fun to play.
Yeah, I wish I had been around like the comp scene like back
Me
then because
too,
like
dude.
I played a bunch of pubs, but like the first time CJ ever watched me play was I was streaming Black Ops 3 pubs, and he was like, "Oh, you can kind of shoot straight." I was like, "Kind of, I guess." Playing as pub kids doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I wish I would have gotten into competitive like a long time ago. Like, instead of just getting into it this year, literally because of college COD and stuff.
I was never into pubs.
Really?
That's all I was into. Pubs and zombies, literally, is all I ever did.
I played zombies with my friends, and then I sucked at multiplayer. And then my friends really liked S&D. For a while, I joined like a hardcore TDM clan, and we went on like a 70-match win streak. But it's hardcore TDM, and like we played it like we were actually in the military. Like on standoff, all of us were in the shop. We did not move. We held our angles.
Ew, right? You were one of those kids, bro? No.
I would have left the game
I
just
know,
for
sure,
sure.
bro.
That's why we didn't win. Like we never lost because
Because everyone left?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
they couldn't get in, they couldn't kill us. You come around a corner, you're getting one bulleted. Like,
I mean, I don't know. What else y'all got to talk about? It's been a pretty dry week since the last podcast because not much has
It's
really
been midterm week, so everybody's just been like, we've all had our own stuff going on.
That's the
like-
thing, and I want to say this real quick. I think the CCL playoffs is really going to be testing because a lot of people who are in school, of course, it's about to be the final midterms and then it's finals. So those teams that have that extra passion to put towards practicing and everything, they're going to be the ones that excel the most, in my opinion. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's a busy time of the year now, of the semester. So.
I have a final project that my professor said will take us 4 weeks.
Yeah, I had a paper due last weekend, 2 tests this week, 2 today actually.
I have a test
So,
tomorrow. I have
yeah.
a final project due in like a week and a half.
Me too.
That's why I just feel like some people don't like. I saw like people asking for like the league to get longer, or like they want to do a fall league. Like people were talking about trying to get CCL to do a fall league. In my opinion, having one like doing it like a traditional sport where you only have to play one semester is the move. It's just too much. I think like you have to have an off season, like an actual scholastic off season.
I mean, the COD drops in what, October?
Yeah.
Maybe
How long
there's
does-
no need to do it.
Well, they were like, people
Or
were like,
it's-
let's have a summer league, let's have a fall league. I'm just like, no, it's perfect.
That's a lot of
You
stuff.
don't like to me like you like having an off season makes the season worth something. Because if you have 3 seasons a year, who cares who won in like the last one? Just you're getting ready for the next
I
one.
mean, maybe it'd be cool to have some like throwback tournaments. In
Well,
the
they always
off-season.
do those.
Yeah.
They always
Well,
do
okay.
those.
Well,
So,
then yeah. Like
to me,
that's
like
cool.
I'm good with those.
That's
but I just
cool.
think like the idea of having a full league after
for
this
sure.
is too much.
I do think they should prolong it through the summer a little longer, and then at points during the regular season, kind of like the CDL, do like mini tournaments, just for like more credibility. I mean, I don't necessarily know if a prize pool needs to be thrown in those, but just to keep it interesting, because the regular season is starting to be a lot less impactful. It's really just going to be about who performs in the playoffs.
I think eventually I think it's all growing pains. Like every year they've had to come up
for
with
sure.
like new ways to like make things competitive and stuff. And like I think as it grows and as like the CDL makes changes, I think I wouldn't be surprised if we eventually see a system kind of like the CDL that has like a point system or something like that, where like you could play like these tournaments are worth points or something. And
You can even run a regional home series.
Yeah.
Just have it based on regions, and then have like maybe one weekend you can just watch the Southeast play in the
Yeah.
tournament, and then
that's what I think. I think like
I'm sure
it'll
like
get to something
right
like
because
that.
this
Or-
is still like what season 3.
season 3.
Yeah.
Right. So it's still super new, and it's like a bunch of college kids put it together and
Yeah, for
stuff
sure.
like
These
that.
are just
Like,
ideas for to help.
Yeah,
people.
Right. Exactly.
But like I know like talking to Marco and Heat, like they know that there's more to be done to like make the league more competitive, and I know for a fact like they're working on it. Like
And it's
trying to
gonna
rush my
happen.
idea. Yeah, it's
It's
just
gonna happen.
it's just a matter of like time and stuff. Like I fully expect, and this is not coming from anybody because I don't like nobody's told me anything. I fully expect we'll have CCL on land in 2 years, like for playoffs.
Without a doubt.
Like I would not be surprised at all by that.
That'd be sick.
And lastly, before ending the podcast, speaking of lands, 2 lands have been announced.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Kata Zone one
And
and,
the After Dark one.
and the After Dark one.
When's
How
that?
do y'all feel about those?
When's the After Dark one? I never heard. I
The
didn't
weekend
hear that one.
before.
Okay.
It's the 15th.
Where is it? Is it
It's
the
in
same?
Miami.
Oh wow.
I like it.
That's cool. I mean,
To me, I just think like if you're doing all the regulations, then you're good.
I think lands are. I think it's time for
Yeah.
them to happen again.
Follow
long
the
as people are
regulations, wear
smart,
your
bro.
mask. I don't think it'll be an issue.
I mean,
People aren't. That's the thing though. People aren't gonna do what they need to do, and it's up to the organizers to like strictly
to
enforce it.
Yeah.
right.
I
As
don't
long
think
as
they
they-
will, because if like a top AM team comes and
Yeah.
they're not doing what they
Yeah.
need to be doing, then nobody else is gonna care. It's gonna spiral from there.
Yeah, it's
But
gonna
they just need to
concept
make
of
sure
the
it's
land, I love
enforced.
it.
it's gonna take them to like actually enforce stuff, but I think it's time. I think
Yeah.
it's been delayed long
I
enough.
think they.
The one thing I do think though is I have a feeling that no one's actually gotten permission from ACTI, and I think they're gonna get slapped when it comes a little closer to time. But
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
we'll
about
see.
that.
Because I don't think that ACTI is gonna say the first lane is not gonna be a CDL one.
Right. I mean, yeah.
That's
I can see
extremely
that.
risky.
I think they're gonna require the CDL teams to play on land before they allow some
Unless-
locals. But
I mean, unless they know something we don't. and-
yeah.
Right. Exactly. Like unless they have actually talked to them and stuff. but-
Yeah.
I still don't really understand how like Activision can dictate whether or not their game can be played as a competition.
They-
It's their trade.
Yeah,
They
have
own
the
it.
IP to it.
They own the rights and stuff.
So a lot of the times these locals, they run because like Activision not gonna shut them down. But since we've been in a pandemic for so long, the first land not being CDL, there's gonna be eyes on that regardless on if you played. It's just the first land on Call of Duty. That means Activision gonna be like, wait a minute. I don't know about this one.
I don't like. I've been talking about going. I'm not gonna play. I don't think unless I just find some team that somebody wants to pay for the pass. But I was talking about going just to go because
they're both sold out, aren't they?
No, AFD's not. I don't think.
After Dark is.
Oh, it must have just got sold out.
After Dark sold out, and Sugarland sold out for now, but they're adding more team passes.
I think I have more. But I was talking about just going just to go and like hang out with people because everybody. The Sugarland one for sure, everybody's going to.
Yeah, that one's going to be packed out.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know about the After Dark one, but
I know like 5 people that aren't even on a team that are just tagging along with the T-Vale Honcho.
yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like I might go just to like be with the peeps, but we'll see what happens.
It'll be cool. It's about that time.
But I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Sure.
All right, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We'll see you guys in the next one.
We got a good video coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, we out. See you.